Hello and welcome to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another in the car edition of the New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. It is Tuesday, January 20th, but I'm back solving the puzzle from Sunday, January 18th, 2026. It's a puzzle by Rena Cohen, who has contributed quite a few puzzles to the New York Times, but apparently not yet a Sunday, so this is her first Sunday puzzle. And it is titled Use Your Words, which is an interesting title for the puzzle. Obviously, we use our words for all crossword solves, but I guess we're using them in a particular way today. So we'll see what that's all about. Let's dive into this first Sunday puzzle by Rena Cohen for Sunday, January 18th, and see what we got. A bit of regal headwear. Oh, a bit of regal headwear. Do we want something like a diadem? I'm just like trying to think of 6-letter regal headwear items. It's not a tiara, it's not a crown. I'm gonna go with that for now. Singer horn is Lena Horne. Develops alopecia. Goes bald. I think that's what alopecia is? Or is it a skin thing? Ah, gosh. Total. I want something like add up or sum up, but none of those quite sum up, as it were. 2022 World Series champ, singular. Who won in 22? The Astros? An Astro, maybe? College town nicknamed A Square. Is that Ann Arbor, Michigan? That looks pretty good. Like the Gospel of Mark sequentially. Oh, God, I don't even know. Let's see if diadem works. Word on either side of or no. Word on either side of or no. Blank or no blank. Deal or no deal. Okay, there we go. Overrun. Either present tense or past passive. To overrun or having been overrun. I can't think of it. Add electronically in a way. Append? Is that what we want? Add electronically. I don't think so. Like a really big fan. Die hard, maybe? Go wrong is to err. Bad thing not to get, especially at the office. Get... Not to get, especially at the office. I'll have to see what that's about. The cinnamon dolce or the blonde vanilla at Starbucks. I think those are both lattes. Silentium blank aureum. Silentium, I guess, est. Silence is golden. And a high degree is the nth degree. Is it time to rethink this relationship? Are we... I don't know, but R seems right. Hilarious thing, maybe a gag, like a gag gift, or maybe a hilarious thing. Let's go with that for now. Like George H.W. Bush, but not George W. Bush. One-time president? One-term president? Okay. Starters, followers, endings? Businesses whose employees work standing up. Businesses standing up. Carry in. To carry in. To carry in. Chiseled features, abs probably. Destiny in life, your lot in life. Hippocratic oath followers for short are doctors. So what is this? Concert lineups. So no. Okay, so a hilarious thing is a gas, not a gag. And then this looks like it's going to be something else, because this looks like set lists, a list of what you play at a concert. To carry in, is it just to bring? That seems weird. Businesses whose employees work standing up. Why don't I? Oh, salons. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then starters, followers. Oh, entrees in a meal. Okay, fine. 1982 film whose name is a security program. I think Tron. This looks like it is going to be just Bring. Okay, fine. Central parts of planets are the planet's cores. What a bad student might play. What? Meditative chants, ohms. A bad student might play. Oh, hooky. Yeah, might play hooky, might skip school. Half of a popular social media app, Tick or maybe Talk, not sure which. In that case, if so, it looks like it's Tick. Part of a bedtime routine. I don't know. Stop, that hurts. Ouch. Like the gospel after something, after make a choice is to opt for something. Car financing figures. Oh, what are those things called? Gosh, I don't remember. Bad thing not to get. Oh, I don't get the memo. Aha, okay, fine. Total can be entire. Overrun could be to influx? No. Matriarch of the 6 tribes of Israel, I think, is Leah. Infest, to overrun, okay. Text that says, congratulations, you've won a MacBook Pro. Probably is spam. Or a scam, maybe, not spam. Add electronically in a way to attach a file to an email. Pulsates could be thrums or throbs. Hidden Figures co-star Janelle Monáe. So probably throbs then. Molecule that might be modeled with Twizzlers and gummies in biology class. DNA. That's pretty fun. What kitsch exhibits banality? Is that what we want? Source of income for a website. No, because this should be ad fees or something like that. Loses freshness. I don't know. Blank llama. Oh, maybe not. Add sale, maybe? Because this will be Dalai Lama. That Dalai Lama, if you will. Soft shots in tennis. Soft shots in tennis. What? Oh, part of a bedtime routine could be a bedtime story. Procedure of Peacock and White in the game Clue. Those are both misses. Mrs. Sensation. I don't know which sense of sensation they want. Breathable fabric used in mosquito nets. Oh, I actually don't know. Blank child. Prepare for a mechanics certification exam. Looks like something engine at the end, doesn't it? List shortener, probably etc. The engine, okay. Trouble. After Matthew, I guess. APTs? After Matthew. Stop, that hurts. Owie? Trouble. What about these? Hairdresser's supply. I want something plural here, I thought. Menzel of Broadway, Idina Menzel. Guitar string material, nylon for classical guitars. Hairdresser supply, dye, okay. Fish, traditionally in the British dish pie and mash. Eels, no kidding. Plant used in pickling, dill. Healthy, fiber-rich snack. Could be a number of things. Discontinued iPods designed to fit into watch pockets. Nanos. That's so funny, I had no idea. Group that Sweden joined in 2024, NATO. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Big comic protagonist. Big Pete? A date bar, a healthy fiber-rich snack, also sugar-rich. Big Pete, I'm going to go with that. I'm not totally sure. Removes from the top of one's profile as an Instagram post. Oh, maybe Big Nate? Because this looks like removed from the top of one's profile. Unpins? Okay. Original people to move into Cancun's peninsula. Settlers? Oh no, I want settlers. I wanted like settlers of Yucatan or something like that, but that would have been funny. I'm starting to piece together the theme here, is where I'm at. Loses freshness. Don't know. What kitsch exhibits bad taste, maybe? Designation for the Louisville Bats and Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, AAA. I think those are AAA baseball teams, sort of minor league teams. Don't look at me for help or a phonetic hint to this puzzle's theme. Problem? Sounds like a you problem? Sounds like a you problem. Aha, so this should have been Aftermath, but it's Aftermath U. This should have been, I think, Settlers of Catan, but it's gonna be, I think, Settlers... The Settlers of Yucatan. So it's got a U. It's a U problem. Sensation is a smash hit. Wii remote batteries, AA's, I guess. Classic Orson Welles protagonist is Kane of Citizen Kane. Ameliorates, eases, maybe, the situation. Itty bitty could be Wii. If only, I don't know. Loses freshness, stales? I didn't know that word could be used that way. Dove's dwelling, a dove coat, I believe is what they're called. Those in the 68 across, I think, are just dots. I think that's what they want there. Vegas, Sin City, both sort of familiar ways of saying Vegas, Las Vegas. Affectionate term for una madre, from a mother, maybe. I don't know. Mami, maybe? Where some bills originate, the ATMs. Not but ATMs. High school exam whose highest score is 36. I should know this, but I don't. Former Transportation Secretary Elaine. What if I did mommy like that? The Chinese competitor of Amazon is Temu. Is this the ACT Elaine Chow? This all looks like it might be right. Although I'll have to keep a pin in that in case something ends up wrong at the end. Sloth. In 2002's Ice Age, what is the sloth's name? I don't remember. Via. Using? Sid the Sloth? That sounds right. Hearts or spades, but not diamonds. Hearts or spades, but not diamonds. And it begins with card. That's odd. Japanese craft that literally translates to tray planting. I think this is bonsai. Is that right? I thought bonsai was the name of a tree. Maybe this is not correct. Steel girder, a U-beam or some kind of beam. Shrek author William Steig? I don't know. Oh, I would have wanted bet noir. Oh, that works. Noir. Yeah, okay, that works. It might come with a shell. Might come with a shell. Candies that crack with a crunch. Candies. Crack with a crunch. Gets married while wearing protective gear. In shining. Unites in shining armor. That's pretty funny. Gold Globe nominee Rooney as Rooney Mara. A Greek god whose name becomes a flower if you move the first letter to the end is Eros, which becomes rose. Sensation before a migraine medically, an aura might happen before a migraine. Feature of undermixed batter could be a lump, and this is your brain on drugs, for example. For short, is a PSA, a public service announcement. Why is capitalized? Seems like a editing problem. Oh, hearts or spades are both card games, whereas diamonds is not a card game. The card game's named after the suits, but no such game named after diamonds. Common item at a checkout line informally. A magazine. Images that can rip off human creators, perhaps AI art. Go over again. Reread, maybe. Kerfuffle, a to-do. 500 milligrams 2 times a day, for example. Dosage, I guess. For medication. Prettifies. Don't know. Last of the 13 original colonies to be founded, looks like Georgia. Name that means pink in Spanish, Rosa. Oh, prettifies could be adorns. Midwest city whose name becomes a Southwest city if you move the first letter to the end. Oh, that's a fun pair of clues, this one and where was Eros at 73 down. Midwest city whose name becomes a Southwest city. Don't know it yet. Stab of pain could be a twinge of pain. Leave speechless is to awe. Pulls the chain of, so to speak, is teases. Is this Ames? And does that become Mesa, Arizona? I don't know where Ames is. I want to say Illinois, but I really don't know. I'll have to look that up. But Mesa is in Arizona, so that works. Panthers. The Panthers of the ACC. I think this is NCAA football, but I don't know, and I don't know what city. Roger that. Don't know. Kicked oneself for rude. A decision, perhaps. List of restaurant offerings for kids not yet 3 years old. Menu, something. Toddler menu. Not sure. Russian denials. Niets. Roger that. Yes, I guess. Or yep, because this could be Pittsburgh. Wedding planners hate a venue diagram. Hilarious. Today Preceder. USA Today. Okay. Businesses offering mud masks. Spas. Something much needed after an all-nighter. A nap. It might raise a bunch of dough. Yeast. Last name shared by 3 actors on Schitt's Creek. Dan Levy, Eugene Levy, and Sarah Levy, who plays Twyla. Not just shared, but they are in fact all related. Someone who might issue a travel warning? I'm not sure. Candies. Oh, candies that crack with a crunch. Toffees. It might come with a shell. Oh, an oar might come with a shell is a sort of a slang way of saying a boat, a canoe. Okay. A travel warning. A ref in basketball might call traveling on a player. Part of ENT, ear, nose, and throat doctors. Honkers without horns. Geese do not have horns, but they do tend to honk. If only, I wish, you could say. One of 2,214 for Babe Ruth and RBI. Whoops. There you go. Trees with heart-shaped leaves. Trees with heart-shaped leaves. Creature. Cute silly. Something wrong here? Some lawn ornaments. Well, gnomes, that works fine. Oodles. Lots, maybe? Trees with heart-shaped leaves. 5 stars. Review? I don't know. Relative of a husky. There's a name of a dog breed that's like just out of reach of my memory. Values. Oh boy, not around informally. I would have wanted AWOL. Hurt and Hirschfeld. Owls, I think those are both Owls. Al Hirschfeld is a cartoonist. I don't know who Al hurt is. Dia de blank Reyes Magos. I don't know. Dia de los Reyes Magos? Could be. Values. Assesses. If you assess something, you're sort of providing a value to it. Loss looks okay. 5 stars. I loved it. Okay. They're often depicted with green skin for short. ETs, extraterrestrials, aliens. Source of a natural sweetener. What? Source of a natural sweetener. Olive? No. Oh, not around, informally. MIA, missing in action. Malamute, that's what I wanted here. Agave. So not lots for oodles, but gobs maybe. Agave is a natural sweetener. Beastie, creature cutesily could be beastie. 2.5 menu. Wow. Okay. And red buds are the trees with heart-shaped leaves. I don't know what those are. Pretzel topper, salt probably. Number 1 spot in London is a place you might go. Number 1 might go pee is a loo. Best-selling romance author Jimenez is Abby Jimenez. Thanks, Alicia. Quarrels, spats maybe. A V to a violinist. That symbol can mean an up bow. And Padme Amidala's home planet in Star Wars is Naboo, so spats looks right. What about these? APTs or APDs? Car financing figures. APT, I think? Stop, that hurts. I'm gonna go with owie and see what that does. Trouble. Some rather loud vehicles outside. Rocks. Oh, how did I miss this? Rocks plastic blank band. Is this was this the Plastic Ono band? Like this is a Yoko Ono thing? Blank child, inner child, that could work with Ono. Breathable fabric. I don't know. What is this? Two-in? Are we on? Is it time to rethink this relationship? Are we on? Well, why doesn't make any sense. What? Soft shots. Dinks? Are we okay? Is it time to rethink this relationship? Are we okay? Trouble. Oh, whoa. Okay. Ow. APRs, review the engine, rev the engine, review the engine, and this is voile, maybe. Okay, let's find out. Okay, pretty good, under 23 minutes. This is a really tight puzzle. Lots of good wordplay, some trivia, but nothing too crazy, and a really fun theme. Let's take a look at the theme. Sounds like a you problem. Don't look at me for help. Sounds like a you problem. Or a phonetic hint to this puzzle's theme. So all of the theme entries, other than the revealer, are famous or well-known phrases with an added U sound. So this one, like the Gospel of Mark sequentially, is not aftermath, but after Matthew. This one, prepare for a mechanic certification exam, is not rev the engine, but review the engine. This one, original people to move into Cancun's peninsula, is not the settlers of Catan, but the settlers of Yucatan. This one gets married while wearing protective gear is not knights in shining armor, but unites in shining armor. This one, list of restaurant offerings for kids not yet 3 years old, is not 2.5 men, but 2.5 menu. And finally, the wedding planner's aid is not a Venn diagram, but a venue diagram. A really fun and lots of like such creative entries for this. Just fantastic. Some good wordplay as well. Other than the theme entries themselves, of course. Actually, none of these are. I mean, this is a fun. It's not wordplay, but half of a popular social media. I've never seen that before. That's pretty fun. I didn't know that iPods were designed to fit into watch pockets. Also pretty fun. What else? What? Are there no? Okay, number one spot in London is good wordplay there. We have seen some other creative entries or creative cluing for Lou or Lav. It could have been either of these, I suppose, but I was thankfully correct with Lou. A spot to go, number one, to go pee in London is a Lou. Shell is one of these things that I'm not familiar with this terminology for a canoe or a boat, a paddle boat, but a shell apparently is that. Honkers without horns, not wordplay, but a good clue for geese. Someone who might issue a travel warning is an excellent basketball wordplay there. What else? Might raise a bunch of dough is fun for yeast. Bad thing not to get, especially at the office. Bad not to get a memo, either figuratively or literally, I suppose. We had two of these, like George H.W. Bush, but not George W. Bush, and then hearts or spades, but not diamonds. Two of those kinds of clues, both quite good. I don't know about ow ow for stop that hurts. I mean, it makes sense in retrospect, but I don't really know how I would have gotten that otherwise. APRs took me forever, which did not help. What else? Where some bills originate, we often have various obfuscation for ATMs in the grid. This is very subtle here. Vegas being a short form for Las Vegas. Then you want another kind of a nicknamey thing for Las Vegas. For Las Vegas. Then in this case, we want Sin City. This is pretty obscure, I would say, for non-musicians, but thankfully I know what that symbol means in string writing. This did end up being Bête Noire. That's good. I don't know what red buds are, so I'll have to go look that up. And this did end up being Pittsburgh, I guess, which is good. I had two of these as well. Here, Greek god whose name becomes a flower if you move the first letter to the end. Eros becomes rose, and here, a Midwest city that becomes a Southwest city if you move the first letter at the end. Ames becomes Mesa. I'll have to figure out who Al Hurt is, and also what Dia de los Reyes Magos is. And that's pretty well it. A really, really great Sunday puzzle by Rena Cohen. I'd say one of my favorite Sundays in the last few weeks for sure. So happy to be able to get that one done. I will try and get today's puzzle done as well and post both of those today. But thanks for joining me. If you liked this solve, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to know when I'm posting next, hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.